I'm making a few spinach pies. So I picked one bunch of parsley. And what I'm doing is chopping it. You don't want to put it in the processor because then it'll be too soft. This just kind of breaks it up, cuts the pieces a little bit. Do a little bit at a time, but this is a wonderful tool that I have with all these little blades, and it just cuts right through the parsley. It makes them a nice size, but it doesn't mush it. Now for tabbouleh, I do put it in the food processor and grind it because it can be a little finer than this. This I want some pieces in there. Now I've washed and prepared one large bag of spinach, baby spinach leaves. And I just grab them and cut them in smaller pieces, chop them, and then I add it to the parsley. Okay, I've done all the spinach. I've also chopped one small bunch of scallions. I throw that in there. And then I'm going to dress it like I would make a Syrian salad with lemon, oil, salt and pepper, and some citric acid to make it a little more tart. I do that because the dough will absorb a lot of the tartness. And so I do make it a little more tart than what you could eat as a salad. I'm just mixing up the ingredients a little bit to get the parsley mixed in with the spinach. And I'm going to put some olive oil, extra virgin olive oil, and I'm just going to put maybe a quarter of a cup. I have fresh squeezed lemon juice. And we'll put about half a cup of this. I'm going to sprinkle to add to the lemon juice, maybe half a teaspoon of citric acid. My family likes them tart. I'm going to add some salt, maybe a tablespoon. Some pepper. Maybe a quarter of a teaspoon. Mix it up real well and get the tartness in there. Now I have about a pound or so of pizza dough at the grocery store. I've separated them into smaller portions and pressing them down just to spread them out a little bit. And then I'll roll them and fill them. I'm setting the oven at 375. These need a little bit higher degree. And I'm just rolling them out and then I'll fill them. Spreading a little olive oil, greasing my pan. Then they won't stick. Now, I can take them and stretch it a little bit. Then put the salad in. Then I just grab the middle, make sure there's no wet out on the dough. Tuck it in, bring the middle piece up, whoops. Push in any salad, and then squeeze them closed. Sometimes you might get a little bit of parsley or spinach on the outside, it's no big deal. Some of these, when they bake, might pop open, and that's all right. They're still going to taste good. Remember to stretch it out a little bit. Be careful not to tear the center or the juices will run out. Add that in. Dry fingers to close up the dough. You want dry dough to dry dough. Otherwise, they definitely will open up. Bring it up. There we are. These are nice little bite-sized ones. I don't like to make them real big. Here's the last one. Looks like I got 15 out of one package of spinach. I'm just spreading some oil on them, kind of make them a little shiny. And you'll notice the pans are kind of worn out, but they're my mother's pans that she's used for years. I don't know how many goodies have been baked on these trays, but I still use them. The temperature of the oven is at 375, and I'm going to place these in on the bottom shelf. I'm going to set the timer for 15 minutes, and we'll check them then to see if they're done. Okay, it's been about 15 minutes or so. I'm taking them out to check the bottoms. They look brown enough. You notice a couple of them open, no problem. And I'm going to put them in the top part of the oven to brown the top. There we go. They've browned on top. Most of them opened up. That doesn't matter. The juice is still in them. It didn't. You notice the juice didn't run out. And they're all ready to eat. Just have to pack them on a plate.